Goof and giggle, time for goof and giggle. Goof and giggle, it's fun for you. Thank you for joining me on Goof and Giggle Facebook page and the Goof and Giggle YouTube channel. We have a fun story for you today. It's called One is a Feast for Mouse. Let's get started. After Thanksgiving dinner, Mouse crept out of his hidey hole and looked around. The house was quiet. Dad snoozed in his chair with his book, and Mom dozed in front of the TV. Outside, the kids played football in the crisp yellow leaves. Cat curled up by the fire. He yawned and stretched his stripy tail, and then he closed his greeny eyes and went to sleep. Shh, looks really quiet. Mouse scampered up on the tablecloth. Thanksgiving leftovers are still on the table, so much to eat. Mouse saw a teensy tiny toothsome green pea all by itself under a plate. Give thanks, he thought. One will be a feast for me. Mouse rolled the pea across the tablecloth to take it back to his hidey hole. One pea. I guess that is a feast for a mouse. But his eyes were bigger than his stomach. He saw 6 leftover cranberries. Right there. Glowing like rubies on a silver saucer. I'll just take one, he said to himself. One is a feast for me. He balanced one cranberry on top of the pea and started once again across the table to his hidey hole. Just then he saw 3 olives, black and shiny in a dish. I'll just take one, he thought. One is a feast for me. He put the olive on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea, and carried the tidbits across the table. That's a lot of balancing. Then he saw carrot sticks, crunchy and munchy and orange. I'll just take one, he thought. One is a feast for me. He stuck one carrot stick into the hole in the olive, balanced both on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea, and started back to his hidey hole. Don't fall, little mouse. Then he saw mashed potatoes. Mouse potatoes. There was just enough scoop left on the plate. I'll just take the plate, Mouse thought. What a feast I will have. He balanced the plate of potatoes on top of the carrot stick in the hole in the olive, on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea. Mouse started off across the table. I don't know about that, Mouse. Think he's going to make it? I don't know about that. Then he saw the gravy, brown and luscious in a silver gravy boat. Gravy for the mouse potatoes, he thought. I must have that for my feast. And he balanced the gravy boat on top of the mashed potatoes, on top of the carrot stick stuck in the olive, on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea, and he started off. Oh dear, I don't know if he'll make it. But then he spotted the pumpkin pie. One slice of pie, brown and dimpled with a collar of fluffy cream. So he balanced the pie on top of the gravy boat, on top of the mashed potatoes, on top of the carrot stick stuck in the hole in the olive, on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea, and he started off across the table. Oh dear. That's an ambitious little mouse. The pie slid, but Mouse caught it just in time. Mouse bobbled and bobbled across the tablecloth on the way to his hidey hole for his Thanksgiving feast. He didn't see Cat creeping, creeping closer, closer. What's gonna happen? Oh, whoa. But Mouse saw the turkey, brown and juicy, surrounded with parsley. Much was gone, but there was enough left for a mouse feast, or even two. I'll just add that, thought Mouse, and he carefully placed the turkey platter on the very top of his pile. On top of the pie, on top of the gravy, on top of the mashed potatoes, on top of the carrot stick stuck in the hole, in the olive on top of the cranberry, and on top of the peas. Wow, that's so much. My goodness. I can't even get it turned around. It's so big. Here we go. What's next? He started up across the table to his hidey hole, and there at the table's edge he met Cat, greedy-eyed and hungry, clawing at the table on the tablecloth. Oh no! Mouse skidded to a stop. The turkey wobbled and wobbled, slid and slipped. Mouse danced to keep his feet balanced, pirouetted like a ballerina, juggled like a platter spinner, but off slid the turkey, whoosh with a plop, and landing smack on the cat. I think that scared the kitty. Down crashed the pumpkin pie and the boat with the gravy. Down crashed the mashed potatoes with a platter that woke Mom. Down fell the carrot stick, still impaled in the olive. Down went the cranberry, which rolled, leaving a red track across the tablecloth. Down went the pea, all clatterwampus, off the table, rolling onto the floor. Off scampered Mouse, quick as a bandit, back to his hidey hole, ahead of the cat. Well, that didn't work out so well for the mouse, did it? Oh, boy. He huddled to his hidey hole, his heart pitter-pattering. He peered out. Down came the broom on the stripy green-eyed cat. Bad kitty, shouted Mom, outside, and she swept the cat out the door. Mouse looked around, whiskers trembling with fright. No Thanksgiving feast for me, he thought. Just then he spotted glowing in the corner. What do you think it was? You're right. One teensy tiny, round and toothsome, green and luscious pea. Give thanks. One is a feast for me. He got his pea after all, didn't he? That was a great story. Thank you for joining me on Goof and Giggle. And come again sometime for my story time. See you soon. Bye.